Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 and our Honor Mode challenge with Moven Gurga Jones. And also Will. Let's talk about Will. First thing we need to talk about is the fact that I've respec'd him slightly. I've decided, no, we do want 18 charisma after all, because we're using hex weapons and whatnot, so we just need that maxed out, to be honest. And I think I understand why he broke his oath last episode. It seems if you attack people who aren't currently hostile to you, and then your paladin gets the killing blow, then they just lose their oath. Unless it's like vengeance, perhaps. But it's weird. They don't lose their oath if you mostly kill someone, so long as someone else gets the killing blow. And it doesn't take into account the fact that they're good people or bad people. And if you start combat through conversation rather than just attacking people, that also helps prevent oath breaking. So it's all a bit weird. And we're going to try and avoid that happening again by just not getting killing blows.
Good thing you got me.
If we can help it with Will.
10-day on your own.
Anyway, what are you gubbins up to?
Assistant. Unless you're here to kick some stiffs lakeside, I suggest you bugger off.
Rude. I reckon I could kick a corpse farther than you.
It was a figure of speech, you lummox. We ain't looking for help. Ain't looking for company neither. Take a walk. Go find yourself a minotaur to wrestle or something.
We could do that. Now, what's going on down here? Should we have a look at the corpses?
You spot a shiny trinket on one of the corpses.
Interesting. We're relatively dexterous. We stand a chance. That's not going to do it.
Hey, what are you... Oh, I get it. Something caught your eye, eh? That's grand. I'd be willing to let you take it, too. For a mere pittance.
How about, instead of a pittance, fisticuffs? So we start conversation. We start the combat through conversation. So I feel as though we're not going to get into bother if Will murks someone. Although they've got a lot of HP, so we should be able to avoid him murking people pretty easily, I would think. Well, he's done hella good damage there. Karlach, what do you want to get up to? A sneak attack with bees. That seems promising. Looks like this first guy's going down without too much trouble. Yep. And then the second one. Surprise, friend. We were here the whole time. And would you like to be on fire also? Okay, didn't like being set on fire very much. I think things are going to go well here. Yeah. Will once again gets most of the job done. And Mo finishes it off. Wonderful. Fish. Now, which one had my trinket on it?
Deep gnomes, killed under the yoke of slavers.
I'll take the lives of those who took yours. I'll also take that loot. There it is. Wonderful. And a bit of XP as well. Now, what we got here? This is the Nightfall Feast.
The scraps of a nightfall feast.
Indeed.
Imagine eating all these before murdering people for show. Kinda sick. Kinda fascinating.
So we could stroll out this way if we felt like it. There's a big boulder over here, I think.
A loose stone. Perhaps a secret about to be unhidden.
Indeed, Gale. It's not the world's greatest secret, but it's kind of cool. And then a flight of stairs up to a bunch more punch-ups, probably. Do we want to go that way, or do we want to go elsewhere first? Let's pop in here and see what's going on with the rune powder. I doubt much is going on with it. It's probably just sitting here waiting to be collected by an enterprising adventurer.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
And let's just keep dealing with Dwagger, I think.
Hey, stick shit!
It's Skickpit, you piss pot.
Another stick shit!
Piss pot.
You flirt. Now jump to it. Or it's up to the lift and straight to the shadows.
I think we've found two Dwegai who are going to get spit in their drinks.
True soul, yeah?
Just spit if they're
Tell
lucky.
the sergeant we won't move a pebble.
You disgust me, Slaver. How do you live with yourself?
Comfortably. Figured it obvious. I'll kick up my feet, order a brew, watch them work. They'll complain, but they love it. I'm telling you.
Is that so? I don't like your attitude.
And I don't like pig shit, but damned if your mouth ain't spewing it. You want respect? Let your absolute pay for it. Till then, bugger off. Hey, stick shit! Where's my drink?
Coming right up, piss pot.
Stick shit talks like Smug, and he wrecked that shroom village.
And then shagged it.
Here's to Smug, nasty prick.
What awful people. Now, let's see. Let's use some top stealth. And a basic poison. And there we go. That's them probably dealt with. Where are you going, Skickbit?
Shit. Forget I asked.
Did I confuse you with my crouching? I may have done. Oh well.
Don't like strangers here. But Absolute must have took you in.
That's exactly right. Where did these drow come from?
Caught him sniffing around. Easy marks. Had the stench of the Toplands. Hung them here as a warning. Ain't no one drugs with Clan Flameshade.
I will bear that in mind. Now, what are you lot up to?
I speak true, brothers. You know it in your hearts. You know it in your very souls.
We need no Lolth, no Spider Queen. Father Murmuth is the head of Clan Lur. He hatched us, raised us, feeds us.
What care we for his business here? He keeps us small, keeps us contained.
So, we could think about what we know about Lolth. It's not a lot, but it's not nothing. This is curious. Seems like the audio's gone, but not all of it. Either way, you should know that spiders are revered amongst Lolth's faithful. And off they go. So yeah, the sound hasn't gone.
Stinky snitch. No one drugs with Clan Flameshade.
But it went for those little speed rays. What a shame. Either way, they've seen the way of Lolth. And they are on their way and no longer a problem for us. Now, Skickpit, are you going to be able to speak to us? Are we even able to click on you? What is going on right now? We can click on Murmuth. This is all very strange. It also looks like the rest of the crew are still in conversation.
Shit!
There we
You
go.
did it! What now?
Probably best if you go find somewhere to hide. Wait for things to cool down.
I know a place.
across the lake. Should be safe. Won't be needing this poison now that you've offed the pricks. Bet you'll find it handy, though. You're a good one. I won't forget it.
You're welcome, dude. Whittling these numbers down. That's how we roll. Don't think there's any way to attack this lad without risking Will losing his oath.
Stinking snake.
But it's just one dude.
Only the guards are allowed to do that, as this one is about to demonstrate.
So I think we should be fine. Although we did now enter combat via conversation, so maybe he'll be dead. We've just, for some reason, got in like 4 strikes. What's up with that, game? Karlach's made up for it by missing both the hits. Yeah, and there we go. Job's a good one. Don't think we need his hair tonic. Now there is another Dweger that patrols about, so we want to keep an eye out for them. So we got some stonemasons wandering about, thinking about what's going on. We'll worry about them in a bit, perhaps. Dano, are you going to come this way now? I know that you can come down these stairs. You were down here at the start of the episode. Another quick punch up, nothing major. Yeah, that was a very quick punch up. You weren't up to much, were you? Let's see what's going on with Britva.
Seen her run with a barrel under her arm. Just a small one, but enough to blow the drow out. Someone should grab it. Slaves are never gonna manage with pickaxes.
Can't go chasing maybes. The sergeant's our ticket in.
Or would you look at that, Kerr? Someone's having a listen.
Hello.
A shiver runs through you. Your mind is awash with ancient resentments.
True soul, no less. What do you think, Kerr? Should we take Nir's debt off her?
Don't be absurd. I hate these true soul cultists.
Yet you got that twat soul stench. If I didn't know better, I'd say a mind flayer shat a worm in your brain. Should split your head open and poke around in there if you lot don't pay up.
I'm no more a true soul than you are.
The shiver returns. This time it's colder, sharper.
The stench don't lie. You're one of them.
I was a true soul. The cult lied to me and now I want revenge. Seems like the best bet. It's not a great roll. But it's enough.
Revenge, eh? In that case, I got a proposal. Want to earn some gold?
Always. What you need done?
Thrin's after the Absolute's glory. That's why she's got those slaves digging for Nir. But we ain't need glory, just coin. And Nir's got plenty. Help Thrin free Nir. Then you and my chums grind him up. Whatever the spoils, we'll drop you a fat cut. You in?
I'm in.
Good. But first, we need to take care of something. You've seen that weird orbi floating about? Knife it. And don't get caught. The cult watches through it, and we can't risk more twat souls showing up. You still standing about? Get on it.
We shall do so. Oh, and there it is. Now, if we stab it in front of those guys, we'll get caught, I think.
At the ready.
I'm pretty sure we need to come down here to stab it. So here it comes. So what you doing, You're just chilling. That might be fine. You are resistant to nearly everything though. That's unfortunate. Thunder damage is doubled. But we've got a silence blade on Mo, so... And all incoming damage is reduced by 8. So maybe we start... Gale doesn't have any thunder magic. Okay. So I guess we could just bash it with anything, really. We can hit it with Thunderous Smite. But then we don't want Will to break his oath. Gale can hit it with Fireball. For 0 damage. Mo, do you want to just get in there and smack it then? Now it's silenced. That second attack was just on the ground, it seems. And what can Karlach do? Hit for 0. Now it's running away. But now it's kind of coming back. Do you want to come back, friend? Yeah, let's try some of that again. Cool. We've blinded the Absolute. And gotten away with it. Let's go speak to friends again.
The eye's clobbered. Good work. Time to bust Nier out and shred him.
Any ideas on how I might do that?
Some days back, a slave gnome bolted with smoke powder. Handy stuff. Bet her crew know more than they're letting on. See if you can get him to talk. Once Nier's out, we'll pound him to powder and take our dues.
Wonderful. We will do just that. Although I also want to chat to our stonemason friends. Gale's probably the smartest man for the job.
This again. How peculiar. Smooth face, cobbled edges. They're a sign. They must be. A sun dweller in these parts. Look here, my topside friend. I need fresh eyes, and I doubt I'll find fresher.
A friendly welcome. A rarity in the Underdark.
As rare as a smile in Sindelrin, you might say. But I've no skill for slaving. I prefer chisel to cane. But these learned eyes reach their limits, and so I must humbly request yours.
Fine, what should I be looking at?
The rock, the rubble, all of it, if I may be so bold. Take a look. Tell me what you see, and be thorough.
So our intelligence is low on pretty much everyone. I thought Gale might be the best bet, but it seems he's only got history as something he's got an advantage in. So these rolls might not go incredibly well. That one did though.
The statue's meandering curves and golden edges stand out against the weathered masonry behind it. 2 styles, 2 eras. The statue was carved from newer stone and erected by latecomers to this ancient fortress.
Anything standing out?
Let's see. Let's have a look at the rubble itself. It's not a bad roll.
Boulders and stone bricks of various sizes clutter the corridor. Many split cleanly in 2. Yet some walls remain fully intact. No quake brought these rocks down. They were smashed through in an instant. Something big charged through here. Something very big.
What do you think?
Any unseen curiosities in the area? Well, if there are, we can't see them. Let's have another go. I spend all my inspiration points on the most frivolous things. And then I get a series of bad rolls, so I spend more points on them. I mean, 9's significantly better than 1, but it's no 20. 12's enough. Good.
Several glassy stones stand out in the debris. Their borders are coated with tiny yellow crystals. The hottest of flames smoothed the stone and left sulfuric crystals behind. The fires of the hells have touched Grimforge.
Let's report.
Incredible. An entire history risen from dirt and debris. Picture it. An ancient city, hewn from the stone by disciples of Shah, later abandoned. Untold centuries later, a new tribe revives it. Fresh walls, fresh sculptures, until a great hell beast charges through, toppling the walls and crushing the people. That explains the infernal plate I found. Perhaps you might have use of it.
Perhaps we might. Thanks, friend.
But my work has only begun. There is more still to find. I must get to it.
Good for you. Now, we have got high charisma on Gale, so let's trade.
Well, let's see what you've got.
I don't know if there's much we need to trade right now. He doesn't have anything particularly exciting, but we've got random stuff here and there. What are we best off with on Karlach? Rupturing Blade instead of Scimitar +1? Slightly higher damage overall. It's not going to matter for too long, but yeah. We'll swap that round for now. As cool as Morning Frost is, we don't really need it, but we also can't sell it to this guy. Does anyone need Giant Breaker? I don't think so. I like it a lot.
Hey, good looking.
Is it better or worse than Harold? Is it better or worse than the Bow of the Banshee? No, I think we'll sell it. We'll sell Giant Breaker. Let's see. I actually might be able to afford Morning Frost. He gave us, like, nothing for the Giant Breaker. I'm sure it said it was worth, like, 800. Yeah. He's giving us very little cash in exchange for our goods. But that's fine. I suppose he's not terribly friendly with us. I've never bothered with it, but you can, like, give vendors gifts, and that will increase their attitude towards you. Damon's a good one, because he appears in all 3 acts. You should play your cards right. He gave us, like, 200 gold for the Abyss Beckoners, which cost, like, they had a value of, like, over 1,000. Sad times. Now, what these Wraith are up to.
Tired. Sleep.
Rest, little one. But do not take long. I feel his shadow. I heard his name whispered. The rock shivers from the sound. The Ketheric Thorm.
Ketheric Thorm, a familiar name. Halsin mentioned his stronghold deep underground.
Ketheric Thorm, the Dark Justiciar Commander.
Mighty elf, cloaked in darkness. 10 masters ago, and 10 more. But I remember. There was the work, and the blood. There was the Thorm's army. There was the Hellbeast that broke them. The Ketheric Thorm's name faded into stone until the Near came.
What kind of Hellbeast could have destroyed Ketheric's army?
I saw tusks and flesh, smelled fire and eggs. It came with the masked men, crashing and smashing.
Impressive memory. How old are you exactly?
I outlived my mother, and her mother's mother, and many mothers beyond. Blessed to see many live, cursed to see many die.
What does Nier have to do with Catherine?
I know not, so I say not. Yet I hear his name again, said by the shadows.
That is interesting stuff. I've never had this conversation before. But yeah, the Hellbeast that tore through here, it was Yrgir on his quest to destroy all the Dark Justiciars. It all makes sense now. I never thought of him as a Hellbeast, because, you know, you can chat to him, he's fairly eloquent. But now it makes sense. And it all connects. There's so much stuff in this game that just, like, connects. And you play through, like, 10 times, and then you learn one new fact, and you're like, oh, hang on a minute. Gosh dang it. Yrgir was here. But anyway, he's a matter for another day. Probably many days down the line.
You, grab a cane and whip these Drugnin beasts into shape. That rubble needs clearing, and my patience is hanging on by an arse whisker. Shouldn't be trouble for a brute like you.
A brute? Is that what you see?
Sure as shitting. That orc blood makes you damn near feral. There's no denying the blood call, and there's no shame in it. Now go on, brute, and get these beasts moving.
I'm no brute. I'll tear your face off for suggesting it. Anyway, what's behind this rubble?
You got no need to know, and I got no need to tell. So get to caning or to leaving.
Let's peer at the rubble. Odds are slim.
A slight glint catches your eye.
Let's focus on this glint. I don't see why we need a second roll here. But we've passed anyway.
Your eye finds the source of the gleam. A small mote of black metal. Adamantine.
I know what you're after. There's adamantine back there, isn't there?
Stuff's no joke. Stronger than steel. Rarer than mithril. It ain't mined. It's made. There's an adamantine forge back there, sure as shitting. Don't get any smart ideas. That forge is clan property. But get the beasts moving and I'll toss some coin your way.
Let's see what I can do.
Go on then. Light a fire under the buggers. All that
Wraith.
brawn and they're trembling like...
No more. No more pain, no more work. All must die.
Okay, you're not in a good state, are you? What's got you in such a state?
Oh, death. Fire. I can smell it. It's too much. Too much. Anger. I can't hold it in.
Maybe you should give in to your rage and avenge your pain. Don't kill us though, just your masters.
Yes. They made the pain. Now they feel it.
Heck yeah.
Bloody Rothe have lost it. Put them down. And the shark too.
Why me? What did I do? You don't know that I just spoke to this bugger. I mean, maybe you do. Either way, let's ping this one at the back. And give him a bit of bee knockback. Dang it, they saved. I was going to throw them off the cliff. Oh well. Let's smack this guy about. Do we use a rage? We're out of short rests, aren't we? So, but then there's only 3 enemies. We don't need a rage. Blam. Didn't mean to radiate orb you, friend. Now, Will can kill these guys with impunity, so at least that's a good thing. And this one can take a hit, maybe 2? Nope. Hunter's Mark. We don't need to counterspell that. Ouch. That one stung. Will, get in there and... What do you mean not enough movement? Get in there and smack this guy. Nice. He's bone chilled for 2 turns. We like this. Pushing attack? I don't think we want any of that. These Wraith are going to get to axe at any point. Ouch. There we go, that's more like it. I mean, they haven't got a lot of HP. Poor buggers. So let's see what we can do about this lad. Oh, come on. Bam, there we go. We had to use reckless attack, so we're more vulnerable, but we're also invisible, so get wrecked, enemies. Nice. Now what you gonna do? Get opportunity attacks. We like that. And then Will can stroll over as well. Bash. And biff. Hooray! Will killed something without breaking his oath. This is a great day. No, not my Wraith friend. So how are we going to get in there and deal with it? It being the Dweger. It's kind of surrounded. Oops, don't move, Karlach. Just ping that one. Thank you. Okay, we can get in. Nice. And then off you go anyway. Combat complete.
Dweger can't hurt anymore. We'll wait until it's safe to leave.
Excellent. Do me a favour though, smash the rubble before you go.
You helped me. I help you.
Thanks, pal. Saves us a job. Well, it's possible we could have Eldritch Blasted through it if we got Eldritch Blast. I guess we didn't take that on Will because we're not planning on using it. No. I'm just thinking about how we're going to break open Nir's cave-in. Because it's kind of tricky. I've found in the past, a lot of the time, I end up just... I end up starting a fire when I try and blow open the cave-in. And then because of that, gnomes run into the fire, and then everyone aggroes me, and it's all sad times. But we could try and deal with Nir soon, because we're way away from another level. So there's no harm. No, has anyone got Mage Hand? Yeah, Karlach does. Outstanding. So we'll stroll on up here. And now we've got...
This'll be fun.
Yeah, we've got the corridor of traps. We've also got a Mage Hand, so... Let's just Scooby-Doo along here. And not trigger any traps on our way. Maybe we can get close to this lever. Might need to fly. And then let's tug the lever if we can. Come on. What are you doing? There it is. There we go. Trap's disarmed. Mage Hand saves the day for everyone. Now, what we got here?
This'll be fun.
Anything good? The Protecty Sparks Wall. The wearer has a bonus to armor class and saving throws as long as they have lightning charges. We know someone who regularly has lightning charges. Bamos. Looks pretty stylish. We'll probably dye it though. Ocean dye. How's that gonna look? Oh yeah, that's nice. We like this. So we still don't need to have a long rest at this point. I think we'll stroll down here and we'll get on this elevator thing. Come along, friends. Because yeah, there's definitely a fight we can do not terribly far away without a rest. Are you coming, Will?
The pride of the gate.
Get your ass in gear. Now, which lever do we need? I go through this rigmarole every time. It's not that one. Lovely. Up.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Now, this door is locked. Pretty sure Karlach's got this. Yeah, 32 is enough for
How many
nearly
die
every
today?
lock in the game.
How many die tomorrow?
Now what we got? A scaling bow. And a second one. And then we've got the Sharon Inquisitor, who's got the note about light spells opening chests, I think. We've got a Harper Key. Lux Splendor.
What was that watchword? Lux Splendor. But what does it mean?
Now, what's going on up here? There's a mould, isn't there? Take that key as well. Who's got the mould up here? Or am I making stuff up? Or is it just on the floor? There's the mould. Shield mould. Do we need an adamantine shield? Maybe.
A steel mold. Used in forges to cast armor and weapons.
I'll have to consider what we might need, because Grim will drop a helmet that protects against crits and it's heavy armor. So that's Will covered. Or possibly Karlach. Does Karlach... Did I take the thing with Karlach that allows her to wear heavy armor? Yeah, Ranger Knight. Armor proficiency with heavy armor. So 2 of my crew can wear heavy armor. So maybe I get one of the adamantine scale armor sets. But then I could also get shield for Karlach, because she does use the shield. And I could get a medium
No time to rest.
for motorwear. So maybe, yeah, maybe shield and medium. And then Gale would be the only member of the party that's not protected against crits. Sure, that can't be a problem. That's not going to go wrong, is it? Anyway, hello. Would you like a rumble? Now, let's change... Can we change Mo's weapon to a sword? No, we can't. So there will be no opportunity attacks anytime soon. Although, do we want to get up close to these guys or not? I seem to recall they've got like fire shields about them. So we probably just want to kill the buggers from range. Now, what are you going to do, Gale? Probably not fire attacks. That'll slow it down at least. Will is generally all about that melee combat life, but we'll get his bow on.
Today you fool.
And then what are you going to do? Don't throw a grenade. Hour of Roaring Thunder. Okay. That's fine. It pushed Will towards an edge, kind of, but not over it. And that's all the problems out the way. There's no issue with attacking these buggers from up close. Although we'd have to get there first. No, I assume this boy is also... Yeah, fire immune. Oh, he's also cold resistant. What a cheeky man. Resist this, friend. Yeah, thought so. One. Nothing. Worth a try. Now, get in there, William. Bone chilled. Nice. And tenacity leaves him on exactly 1 HP. This costs us 11 HP, although some of that was temporary, so it's fine. We've got the Maragon Halberd and the Devil Foil Mask, neither of which we need.
What's it doing here? This belongs to Merrigan, one of Hell's foot soldiers.
Does that Devil Foil Mask actually serve any purpose? I don't know. Now, the Fire Stoker deals additional damage to burning targets. That sounds like something that Gale should have in his offhand, given as his plan is to burn a lot of targets on a regular basis. And the Maragon Halberd, that seems like the sort of thing that can just go in our sack of marvellous commerce. I don't see any use for that down the line. It's like Gith crossbows. By the time you get them, you've got a lot of much more impressive options available to you.
Another mask. I recognize this. The Merrigan wore it. But they won't fight without a commander.
So there's definitely something going on with those Devil Foil masks. But I don't know what it is. Maybe you can persuade the Maragon to fight for you, or something like that. Now, we can't get to the Rune Powder and Philomena from this direction, I don't think, but we can go this way. We can at least get to another waypoint. Yeah, we don't even need to go that way. What we want to do is just come this way and use our trusty bow and arrow to pop all the levers we need. You coming, Gale? He's thinking about it. No? Okay. Needs a bit of help. Now are you going to come over and join us? Yeah, he is.
As you look at the skeletons, you realize they are all clad in the same dark armor.
No burial. Just slaughter. Damn.
Yeah. They got Jurgird. But does Mo know this? Don't think so.
You see nothing special, just torn and faded velvet tunics.
Allow the expert to explore these bones a touch.
Among the various fabrics, you recognize the unmistakable symbol of Shar, the Dark Lady.
So we don't need a history check just because we're an expert on dealing with dead bodies. Shar worshippers. Better off dead.
Maybe. But if whatever managed to murder a group of Sharans is still around, you'd better watch our step.
Corpses prove one thing. This is the city Halsin mentioned.
Indeed. Now, let's do a bit of jumpy jumps with Mo. I'm sure this won't go wrong.
Everything's covered in rust. Must be older than bone dust.
Which lever have we got here? Gale? What are you doing down there, you silly man? We'll teach him for jumping on a moving platform. I'm surprised he survived it, to be honest. Oh. But it does mean that we probably want to do a rest sooner rather than later. But that's fine. Waypoint discovered. So let us pop back to previous waypoint, and maybe it's time to have a long rest. It's a nice little camp down here. Nobody wants to chat, so I guess we'll just go ahead and make up a nice meal of alcohol and sausages and mushrooms. Now we're all refreshed. We've got no blood on our face. And we're ready to have a punch up with Nier, I think. But that's going to have to wait until next time. So until then, thanks for watching, friends.